Well, hi there, and in this little video I'm going to take you on a tour of the Thousand Trails Park and tell you a little bit about it. Definitely for those that RV, Thousand Trails is something worth considering. We're going to take a little trip and I'll tell you what I can. So I'm about to enter the Thousand Trails RV campground here at Lake Minden in Nicholas, California. It is north of Sacramento and west of Auburn. At this park, we've got a restaurant, Sammy's Restaurant, which is primarily a takeout sort of affair. And we've got the Welcome Center. There's several sections to this park. This is Section A. Not all Thousand Trails have full hookups in all their sections. At this RV park, Section A does have full hookups, which is water, electric, and sewer. Also in this section, there is a laundry building where there's coin-operated washers and dryers. It's $1.25 for a load of wash and $2 for a load of dry. Now, the pricing structure on Thousand Trails goes something like this. You can get a camping pass and a regional pass for about $700. And so for me, that would cover the state of California and Arizona, $700. But then I wouldn't have to pay anything when I go to a Thousand Trails campground to go camping. The way that works is you can spend 2 weeks in the Thousand Trails system, and then you have to spend a week out, and then you can go back in for another 2 weeks. So basically, you get about 38 weeks of camping per year for your $700 investment. Now, here on the right here at the park, we have Lake Minden, which you can see off to the right there. And we're headed now towards Section B, which has primarily just tent camping locations. In fact, there are no hookups in Section B. Now, the other way you can do a Thousand Trails membership is you can do what they call you can get a elite membership, which basically gives you year-round camping. The elite membership, depending on how you procure it and what add-ons you get to it, can run you anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000. And you pay that once, and you also then pay the $700 camping pass fee. But then there's nothing else. But what that allows you to do is go campground to campground, and you can go without taking any breaks out of the Thousand Trail system. Now, this is Section B, strictly tent camping through here. But there are at the park here, there are places that you can go fishing. There's little fishing overlooks, and you can also rent kayaks or canoes to come out on the lake. In the case of this park, there's this loop around the lake is about 1.5 miles. So it's a great place to get your morning walk in before you start your day. And that's what I frequently try and do before I start my work day here, teleworking from the campground. And there is a lookout on Lake Minden. Now we're coming up on Section D. This happens to be a section that Remy and I are in, and you can actually see the motorhome out there in the distance right in front of us. But we're going to continue on to look at a couple of the other sections here at the park before we go back to our spot. Now, the idea behind staying at a Thousand Trails park, first of all, even if you're an elite member, you can only stay 3 weeks at your campsite, and then you have to move on to another park. You can stay within the Thousand Trails system, but you just can't stay in your campsite more than 3 weeks. And the idea is to keep you from ending up with your vehicle up on blocks and it becoming unmaintainable and unable to roll. There's also this nice baseball field out here, and there's also a basketball court and a kids' play structure. Now we're entering into section C. This is another section which is tent camping only. You can have RVs in here, but there's no hookups. And there's also a dog park there off to the left, just past the porta potties. And on the right, you see this white tent-looking structure. This is where they have entertainment. So they'll have about twice a month a band come in and play various types of music, but usually it's rock or jazz or something like that. They also have parking where you can park your RV. If you're not going to be using it for a while, you can put it in storage here. Now, as I make my way to C section, which is where Remy and I are staying, I wanted to point out, I know it seems like a lot of money, that $5,000 to $7,000 fee for an elite membership, but I've been staying at an RV park full time in Wairika. It's $1,000 a month, and so when I think about that versus staying someplace like here at 1,000 Trails or one of many of their 77 other parks, it really pays for itself in about in 7 months you've paid for your investment. And even with the annual fee of about $700, in 1 month you've made up for that. So it really financially makes sense. Okay, well, we're entering into section D now, where Remy and I have got our motorhome. And like I said, these are partial hookups. It's water and electric. The electric at most of the 1,000 Trails parks is 30 amp sites. For motorhomes and fifth wheels that have more than one air conditioner, you're pretty much limited to running one air conditioner at a time, which in most cases, if you keep them closed up, they can keep you comfortable. Not cool, but comfortable. So at any rate, here's our home, and hope you enjoyed this little video.